So that's it. So this container is stuffed to the brim minus 1 chloride lattice. That's good. I like that. That's a lot of excess materials. Hello everyone, Thoranx is here, and welcome back to No Man's Sky episode 267. We're gonna go see this distress beacon before we warp out of this system. A fitting toxic monsoon is swept up on us here in the middle of the night. 7 minutes? I don't think so. We are going to pulse jump around this planet. Just kind of skip across the atmosphere like a stone in a lake. We'll come down on the day side. Still experiencing a massive toxic storm. Visibility is reduced. We're going to give it reverse thrusters here. Hopefully this ship is just free for the taking. Landing sequence unavailable. How peculiar. Oh, here we go. We just had to land on top of a mushroom, apparently. Might as well grab a few storm crystals while we're here. And by a few, I guess it should be a few. This is an interesting sort of feel with the green and the yellow for a toxic planet. Well, that's a creature we want to scan right there. Vegetation. The stomach is inside of its skull. Nice. Let me know how that works out for you. Okay, well, before we lose sight of the ship we came here for, we'll do another flyby. It doesn't appear to be any people. Alright, we got some storm crystals. We're doing okay. It's a C class, unfortunately. Not great, but not the end of the world. It is free parts. Let's go ahead and attempt. The interior of the downcraft is a patchwork of technologies, possibly scavenged from multiple ships. The portly corpse of a dead beaked life form sprawls on the control panel. Clearly the deceased had a penchant for the finer things in life. The cargo hold is secured by some kind of homemade security system. Like the rest of the ship, it's a mishmash of technologies. Deactivating it could be tricky. I'd like to search the pilot, please. A decomposed grub-like crustacean and an exosuit tech proves my reward after the exertions of heaving the bloated corpse off the controls. That's nanites. I won't complain about that. Boy, at this point I should have been keeping all the goop I've found. It's easier just to buy it in bulk, though, once we get to a station. Oh, look at this. Flowers, has no bones. Okay, well, it's only a C class, but it's bound to be worth something. Oh, my goodness. Gracious. I dare say we're going to take it anyways. However, I don't necessarily think we're going to fly it to the space station in this system because I'm about ready to leave this system. After we scan its local fauna, always foraging, eat small trees, can change color. Oh. Oh yeah. Look at this one. Kind of an interesting creature. Although it looks almost like That's a nice picture, too. Okay. Let's not get sidetracked. Taking too many pictures. Instead, let us warp the heck out of here. A little bit of a pulse jump, and let's hit the warp map. I'm going to leave Tupac N and go to Ublaubst Ava. Boom. And away we go. Ah, yes. Well, I think the first thing to do is to locate our capital ship. Okay, let's do it. It's not necessarily telling me how far away it is, but I don't think it's that far. Yep, here we go. We're coming up on it pretty quick, actually. Just transfer around to the top, and we'll just... There we go. Pulse jump in. Whoa, look out. It's a little sporty. The Katsadam's Coup is a very good warping ship, but it does not seem to be as graceful as the living ship when making those turns. What we need to do is take this big ol' hunk of junk and sell it. So we'll do that when we step out of here. First thing we're going to do is charge the shield. So I'm not going to be flying this thing without a shield. That's just asking for trouble. We're going to need the pulse engine to get it where we're going. The launch thrusters to be able to take off. And we don't need the hyperdrive, and we don't really need the weapons. We don't really need any of this. Let's see. We can... Yep, we can just start repairing most of this just to get some kind of money. It's nice having so many resources, we don't have to look at this. The problem is it's only a C class, so I don't know how much more we want to spend doing this, but I know that it's gonna get us more money. Alright, let's just take a look. What have I used up here? Some of my wiring looms. How are we doing here? Really, we've barely touched most of our stockpiles. Pugnium is low. How is this doing? This needs more fuel again. To get this finished, okay. Paraffinium, we need some more ammonia. Yeah, I mean, but by and large, we haven't really spent that much. What else do we have here? The wiring loom and the antimatter, that's sort of pricey-ish. 410 paraffinium. Yeah, I suppose I should be paying attention to some of this. Although, what's the good in having it if we don't spend it, right? Right? No, I don't think we're going to keep doing this, only because it's a C class. We want to repair the A and S classes much more than the C classes. Oh, look at that cockpit. That looks a lot neater when the sun's not on it. Okay, now let's go ahead and do some of the housekeeping that we need to do. tritium, perhaps? No, we have dihydrogen jelly. Hopefully, that means that we'll be able to get tritium and dihydrogen jelly from the local space station here. Let's see if analyst entity Ozzy Moral has anything for us. Find myself hungry for information. My current research requires scans of different planets. Okay, well, there you go. I've scanned a handful of planets. It's better than nothing, right? I don't really want to mess with this right now. Instead, let's process our dihydrogen jelly and just spin it all up into dihydrogen. There we go. Better than a sharp stick in the eye. Not too bad, not too bad at all. And now we have this, so we'll just put all the living slime here. And cap that in there, get that going. And we'll start processing to runaway mold. Oh, I should check to see if we have wiring looms for sale, although I suppose we'll get those at the space station as well. So, let us start stacking some of this onto our starship. Like these modules, we want to put all these on the starship. Alright. And then a lot of these will be able to go to their storage containers, respectively. These we're going to need to hand deliver, I'm sure. This will hand deliver to circuit board. We're going to need... Right, some of this stuff is going to need to be sold. These are pretty much maxed out here. So it looks like tritium is what we're short on in a bizarre twist of fate. Alright, and then we'll sell those things. And then we'll get things organized. Alright, let's start with, 4.2 million for the circuit boards. Not so bad, not so bad at all. I think what we're really looking for, though, is that latticed arc crystal, which I'm guessing I went right by it. Oh, what am I doing? I left it on the freighter. Yeah, there it is. Ooh, minus 27%. Produced locally. Well, I mean, that's part of how it goes. Destabilized sodium. That's not so bad, considering I know we have all of that we need. Sac venom. And the meaty chunks. The meaty chunks will also need to go to a storage container. Alright, so now we will check out our storage area and make sure that everything there is good to go. And then we should be able to secure all of our frigates. Alright, so let's go. We have our color-coded rooms. This one is vegan for life. And, okay, it did kind of put stuff in the wrong spot, didn't it? Disappointing. Pretty sure we have meaty chunks over here. Yeah, probably. Okay, so now we know. The thing is, we're just going to have to put the stuff away ourselves. But it's really hard to see the number 1 over there. It's like there's a texture issue going on. Circuit boards, right, we can't really do much with these till we... Okay, well, let's just for a second. Let's see what we can make here. Because I'm sure we can use up the liquid explosive and the fusion accelerant makes a portable reactor. Right, that doesn't help us because we're just trading one for another. The nitrogen salt. Oh, yeah, let's see what the nitrogen salt. Hot ice and enriched carbon. I don't think we have any more enriched carbon, do we? Oh, we have some. Okay, we'll do that. Circuit boards, enriched carbon. There we go. Alright, we'll put away some of this other stuff before we start doing all of that. In the spare parts bucket, we're kind of stacked on most everything that we could want there. We do need a chloride lattice for our multi-tool. Yep, and then here's the shiny rocks. Geodesite is full, iridesite is not. And then, of course, the Herox, the Lemium. Lemium's full. Okay. Well, I like this. We're starting to get a lot of the surplus of the things that we would want. We need more underwater stuff. We need to do that. We need to do that ocean trip that we've been talking about. Storage augmentation, salvaged frigate module. We just have the one. Actually, I would like to take these storm crystals back off of here. And we would just go ahead and store these in the special and fancy container there. We might as well. Now look at this. We didn't even have any of the mushroom tree pod items. Ugh. That certainly makes me glad that we didn't go back and try to grab them from our ship without knowing that we even had them. Alright, so we've got hot ice, enriched carbon. And then we're going to hold on to this factory override. The salvage data, I think we're going to store over here as well. Because we don't really need it for what we're doing. Although I am going to hold on to that. And then look at this. Extra gold, extra chromatic metal, extra indium. These things are asking to be sold. That's actually a lot of units. Hold the phone. So the easiest way to do this that I've found is to put them on the freighter. And then we can sell them from the freighter. So I think we'll actually have a trade terminal right up here. Oh, come on. We should have trade terminals everywhere on this ship. There we go. Gold, chromatic metal, indium. There we go. Very good. And then these are going to be processed. That's good, the platinum. We need that. We did spend some platinum repairing that darn C-class. The Lemium, that'll just give us more gold. 250. We might as well just take it and sell it. Waste not, want not. 21,000 units. I wonder if it was worth that many mouse clicks. Oh, I hate to be like that, but... Let's make some more metal plates here. Alright. Now we'll go down a floor and we'll welcome back all of our frigate fleets and then we'll get them back underway. So let's see, we're going to try to do this relatively quick. We don't read these anymore just because they get a little redundant and we've done them many, many times. But we're just going to highlight what we got here. So this was a 2-star trade, medium distance. We got Gek relics, which are garbage, some resources. Fusion accelerant times 3, I'm a fan of that. Units, 750,000. Activated cadmium. More units, 1.2 million units. Not bad, not bad. Of course, we'll take the Geknip. Just because... 3-star short mission industrial. Got the activated indium, arc crystal, rare metal element, activated emerald, semiconductor, and some money. Almost 500,000 units. Let's see. This mission was a 1-star industrial, very short. We got uranium, superconductor, activated copper, carbon crystals. Not a very lucrative one, but it was good for the experience. Let's see, where's the big one? 3 stars, long mission, trade. Here we go. Units, Geknip, Herox, units. Activated emerald, element pearl, more units. Cryo pump times 3, that's good. More units. And some activated emerald. Oof, that's a lot of units. 3 cryo pumps. Big fan of that. Let's see what the units totaled out at. 3.3 million. Not too shabby. At all. Inventory full. Well, we knew it was going to happen. So we'll start with the freighter, and let's just grab everything we want to hold onto. Like the superconductors, the cryo pumps, the Geknip, the fusion accelerant. This I'll take. Yep, semiconductors, more Geknip. Do we have room for carbon crystal, Herox, uranium? I'm starting to wonder. Let's just cash. That should be plenty of inventory space to get this last fleet back. Debriefed and resting. 2-star, pretty long balanced mission. Activated indium, uranium, Viking effigy, lots of money. Corvex convergence cubes, rare metal element. I definitely want those. Super oxide crystals and activated indium. Not bad. Let's... A lot of units. We made a good amount of units. We're up over 500 million again. I'm happy about that. Let's sell from the freighter. Corvax convergence cubes. Yep, we're going to sell these arc crystals. Anything activated, we're pretty much selling immediately. And then the albumin pearl. Sadly, our freighter is still all work and no play. We don't have any sort of like dining facility, living quarters, or any of that, so that is still weighing on my mind. We're going to need to jump back into that eventually. For now, though, we're trying to make progress towards getting this Minotaur ready so we can start messing with that. But these frigates have been waiting to be debriefed for quite some time, so... Full of Geknip. That's just as well. We can sell the rest. I'm fine with that. Spare parts. We need the carbon crystal, not the super oxide, and the rare metal element we need as well. Let's go ahead and fix this. Yep, chloride lattice right there with the shell greaser. Carbon crystal we said, and the rare metal element, we don't have room for that. Okay. Oh, it's because of the chloride lattice. Whoops. These are going to be better if they're broken down in their constituent parts and sold, but like oxygen and carbon don't really sell for anything. We can do a little bit of something with the uranium at least. So that's it. So this container is stuffed to the brim minus 1 chloride lattice. That's good. I like that. That's a lot of excess materials. If we ever decide to settle down and go for the big base, we'll definitely have the resources to do it. We need a little more magna gold. iridescite. Then we can pump out some money. There's always so much to do. This part of what I love about this game so much is there's no shortage of things to do. I just sit around thinking about what I want to do next. Alright, and then I think the rest we can just sell. I don't think it's going to be incredibly important to break these down into their constituent parts, but it's tough for me to justify just scrapping them and not really selling them as well. Plus, I mean, we're already working on a second stack of oxygen, so it's only going to help to have more oxygen, especially since we can use that now to charge parts of our living ship. Oh yeah, look at all that. Still had the room. Pure ferrite, yep. The aronium. Oh, is silver. Well, we actually need that silver. So I accept those terms completely. Look at that. Did we go over? I think we went over a stack. Oh, we did. So now we're completely maxed out on gold and silver. The freighter is nice and empty. We don't really have the fuel to send everybody back out. We kind of do. No, we don't really. Well, that's okay. That's okay. We're going to get some more tritium, I'm sure. Condensed carbon. Pretty sure we're sitting really good on that, but we'll take it anyways. Rare metal element. Looks like all that's left is the Herox. Can we process these? Yeah, that's what I thought. Geknip, can we process Geknip? Now I'm just getting squirrely. No, we'll process the Herox. If anything, we can sell the silver. Put this back on the starship, please. Thank you. Same with the Geknip. No. We're going to sell that in-house. Condensed carbon. Sure, we'll sell that. Pure ferrite. Yeah. Magnetized ferrite. Sure. Look at all this excess here. Not so bad. Alright, so let's go down to the main deck, sell off these last few items, then we'll send our frigates on their way. Geknip, yeah, we're gonna let that go. We've got a good bit of it. Oh, the stuff that is extra needs to go to the freighter. That's the easiest way to sell that. Because then you just go sell, switch to the freighter, and there it is. Silver, ferrite, magnetized ferrite. Excellent. Okay, Navigator Kavkas. Let's send some... Oh, we do have some weird texture stuff going on. We're gonna have to reload. Ooh, 3-star industrial. Where's the long one here? Balanced at 2-star. Okay. So this is the longest one. Oh, we have no more C classes. And only 3 B classes. Look at that. So this is the long, balanced mission, and we'll get a little bit of everything. We'll send them on their way. Boom. The next longest is a 1-star balanced. Trade, industrial, exploration, combat, support. That's most of our fuel. I think we have a little bit left. Trade expedition. Support, trade. Might as well. Industrial. We have another balanced. I just sent all the trade ships. That's okay. Industrial, exploration, combat, support. Very cheap on the fuel because of the 2 supports. And then this one is an industrial one. Industrial, exploration, support. Hey, look at that. We had enough fuel to send everybody out. And that's about it. I'm not even going to sell that for 50,000 units. And we're totally out of fuel. But the frigates are launched. The fleet is out there. I think what we need to do, because we're just going to get ourselves a nice picture of our ship. Because after all, this is where we spent our time. Okay, next thing is we're going to take our ship that's ready to be sold to the local space station and get a bunch of nanites for our modules and see what we can get for the ship. It's a little thing called cash for clunkers. Or at least that's how we're treating it. Okay, let's dial in on the local space station. Not a lot of room to get into any sort of conflict, so that's good. So the last thing I want to do is to try to engage in a fight with this thing. And that's actually where we're going to wrap it up for this episode. As we dock with the space station. Until next time, take care.